Hey guys, it's your girl Mary and welcome back to my channel. So guys, how long has it been since I've uploaded? 3 months, I know. Any excuse to give? No, but I am back and that's the most important thing. I want to first start off by thanking all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Please continue supporting me and please watch my weight loss videos if you want to start your journey. But yeah guys, why I have been kind of off recently with uploading is because from the title you can see I've basically been going through a lot of like bullshit at the gym, and unfortunately have they taken me seriously? No. To be honest, am I shocked? Not really. When it comes to harassment, they never take it seriously. But yeah, I am tired and I'm not going to keep this to myself. Today people will be getting exposed. So yeah guys, I hope you are excited because I definitely am. But let's get into the video. So guys, how do I even start this? Let's start from the beginning. So I obviously mentioned to you guys how I started going to the gym. I started going to the gym May 2021. And yeah, obviously I was like, my biggest weight, I think I was around 117 kg. So I started going to the gym, you know, I was doing all the equipment, I had no problems. When I was big, guys, please listen carefully. When I was bigger, I had no problems. I was living my best life at that gym. I would literally go in, no one would even notice me. Like it was as if I wasn't there. I felt like I was literally invisible. And I loved it because I literally just went in, had a great session, and I went home feeling great. Now that I've lost weight, you know, my body's getting like a bit more toned and like into shape, problems have started to like come from nowhere. So I'll start with the man I'm talking about first, okay? There's a couple, but let me start with this guy specifically, okay? So he is a white man, so you guys can visualize. He is a white man. He's definitely around the age of like 70 to like between 70 to 80. I don't know like what he looks like, but when I look at him, I'm thinking probably 75, mid 70s. And basically he literally looks like Joe Biden. So in case you guys want to know what he looks like, think of Joe Biden's twin, because that's what the man looks like, okay? So at the gym, I would literally just notice like he would always just be staring at me and just be coming into my space and stuff. I didn't take any note of it because I was thinking like, do you know what, maybe he's just, you know, just one of those people that just like to look at people, or maybe he noticed my progress and whatever. So I was just thinking, I wasn't too like bothered about it. But it was when I was now, you know, doing my workout in the mirror near the weight section, and he came up to me, and first of all, he didn't even wait till my set had finished. He actually interrupted me during my set, and I was like, okay. So I took out my AirPods and I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, have you lost weight? And I was like, oh yeah, why? And he was like, oh no, it's because you look like you've lost weight, that whatever you're doing, it must be working. And I was like, okay. You know, at that moment, like, I'm the kind of person, I don't take things seriously. And I think that's definitely going to be a problem for me because I never take things seriously. So I was like, oh, thanks so much, you know, for like noticing. I think when people have said that I've lost weight, it's never really like made me upset. Like I was actually genuinely grateful because, you know, suffering from body dysmorphia when you're losing weight, there will be times you look in the mirror and you're like, not seeing any, you know, progress and whatever. But I appreciated that. So I didn't have problems. That wasn't even the issue, guys. That was fine, okay? So then, since just that little interaction, you know, a normal person would be like, okay, like, that's it. You know, I don't know you from anywhere. We're not friends. So we just keep it like that. But no, that was my big mistake. So from then on, guys, this man would literally always come to me at the gym like, hi, how are you? You know, oh, that blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh God, here we go. First, I don't come to the gym to talk. I come to the gym to get through what I have to do. Then I'm vanished, like I'm gone. But yeah, he would just continue talking to me and whatever. And oh yeah, so guys, there was a time he then came up to me, again, interrupted me during my set. I've noticed he never waits till I'm finished. And then the most embarrassing part is he'll interrupt my set and be like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, obviously you're not, because if you were, you wouldn't be interrupting my set. But I was like, whatever. So he was like looking at me and he was like to me, oh, that are you in the entertainment industry? And I was like, no. First of all, when I got home, guys, this was the funniest part. When I got home, I asked my sister, my mom, guys, that old man at the gym asked me if I'm in the entertainment industry. And my sister's too funny, guys. When I tell you, I looked at her and I was like, what do you think he meant by that? And then she looked at me and she was like, you know what he meant, Mary. Guys, no. When I tell I couldn't breathe. Because in my head, the first thing when he said entertainment industry, I thought of like OnlyFans, stripper, I don't know, escort. Like I was thinking that, or like, you know, that kind of scene. But I was like, no. And then he was like, oh, well, you should really get into it. And like looked me up and down. And I was like, my God. I was like, you are literally old, sir. You are old enough to be my great grandfather. Like, have some class, have some decorum. Like, some of these people are mad. Like, I couldn't, no guys, I've never experienced this before. And how I knew that, you know, when all the people that have said when you lose weight, that you, like, the world is not the same. Guys, I can't imagine, like, people that have been skinny or thick, you know, like slim thick their whole life, what bullshit you guys have gone through. Because me, this is not fun. But then at the same time, I've also noticed men are not okay. You know, some men are not okay. So it's one of them ones that whether you're big or you're skinny, some are just, there's something missing over here, you know. But I was like, guys, this man is literally 75. Like, I'm literally only 21. Like, what? Huh? Okay. So yeah, that was the first thing he said to me. And I was like, no, I'm not, you know, and we had ended that conversation. I laughed. I was like, ha, ha, ha. And then he walked away. And then I literally just stood there, like, trying to do my work. And I was thinking, like, why would he say that? You know, that was just so weird and uncomfortable. Like, in the moment, you know, when you laugh, but it's an uncomfortable laugh. It wasn't like, ha, ha. It was more like, ha, ha. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like, I don't know what you want from me, but okay. And guys, you'd think he would stop there. You think. After that, guys, like a couple weeks ago, he then came again, and I was just doing my workout and I noticed him looking at me. So I like looked over and I took off my AirPods, like wanted to talk to me because I was confused why he was staring at me. Then he was just like, oh, that I like looking at you. And I was like, okay. Like, what more can I do, guys? At that point, I was like, this is getting out of hand. Something has to happen. So I told my mom and my sister. They all laughed, you know, we all laughed about it because I was just like, me of all people. Like, I literally always mind my business at the gym. So I was shocked how this would happen to me. But yeah, so my mom and my sister both came up with ideas, and they were like to me, oh, if he's ever in the gym, just make sure you like move to the other side, or like just don't use equipment near him. So I was like, that's calm, like I can do that. So there was a day I now went into the gym and I just literally pretended like he doesn't exist, as I should have done from the start. But you know, I'm too nice of a person, and I've noticed some people do not deserve your niceness. They don't deserve your respect. I don't know you from anywhere. You've made me uncomfortable. Therefore, I shouldn't also be now making you feel, you know, valid in the way you're approaching me and stuff. I was really happy with my mum and my sister's advice. But then you'd think the advice was great because now I'm minding my business. You know, I'm not acknowledging him. But I think, guys, that made him more angry, because then there was a day that I literally was minding my business. So I was like over here, guys, on like around the strength training area with like the weights, and then he was like here in like the stretching area, so like opposite sides of the gym. This man walks over to then stand in front of the mirror where I was I was looking at myself in that position, so I could like see my form when I was doing deadlifts. He stood right, so guys, make sure you listen well. He was stretching in the stretching area where there's like mats, like for safety. Moved from there and stood right in front of me where I was looking in the mirror to continue doing the same stretching. Let's take a moment of silence to really process that. is he mentally okay? Because I was like, you were stretching in the stretching area, but as soon as you see me, you're like, oh, she must know I'm here. She has to know that I'm here. And stood right in front of me. I was like, okay. Then I'm like, sorry guys, I'm looking at my what was in my list, because a lot of things has happened. So yeah, I already told you guys that one now. Then there was another time that this is when it got like kind of messed up. So I was using the the squat rack. I was using the squat rack, and I was, you know, just doing my exercise, whatever. I noticed him from all the way again, because he was nowhere near me before. He then came all the way near me again, and I was literally texting my sister on the phone the whole time, like, oh, the weirdo is near me, like, I'm gonna try and move, still on the phone, blah blah blah. As I was moving, guys, this man put his hand out like this to like try and stop me, like to block me. Then I moved the other way, and he like kind of like tried to like tap me, or like, I don't know what he was trying to say, because I had my music in. So I literally dashed and ran. And then because I had already informed the gym about, you know, the situation, they started watching him, because guys, I wasn't the only one he was harassing. So that made me so happy, because for like 5-6 months, I kept my mouth closed. I was like, do you know what? How no one's gonna even take me seriously. Like, this is a white man and I'm literally just a black woman. Like, no one was gonna take me seriously. But the second I went down, guys, and I had told the gym staff, 2 of the gym staff that worked there literally said, Mary, you don't even need to describe who. I know exactly who you're talking about, because they've said he's made them uncomfortable, made weird remarks. I'm like, guys, so I felt so relieved, because I was like, oh my gosh, Mary, now like people believe you, like you're not chatting rubbish. So yeah, they had seen him trying to grab me from the CCTV cameras. So they sent a girl up, and I was like to her, oh my gosh, thank God you came. And she was like to me, I'm so sorry that we saw it all on the camera. That's why I'm gonna make sure I stay up here and monitor what's going on. So I was like, okay, good. So I went back, cleaned up the machine, took my stuff, and then I went to the stretching area to just like kind of like calm down and just like process everything. You'd think he'd be done, guys. You really would think. But instead, he then decided to, so I had a spray bottle, guys, you know, because obviously the gym with like, just to clean up the equipment because of COVID and whatever, I had my own spray bottle. He came from a direction that had 2 available spray bottles in the station, the cleaning station. He walks over from here to where I am. He's right next to me here. Notices my spray bottle, but you literally came from a place that had 2 spray bottles, and then he tried to like grab mine. So I quickly grabbed my phone, grabbed my spray bottle, and I ran back. And then the girl that was watching was like, what is going? So then she informed, I had to write a statement actually. So I wrote a whole statement explaining everything, and I just couldn't believe it, guys, because I was like, you literally came from a place that had spray bottles, but something compelled you to use mine. Like, something actually told you had to use my one, okay? But guys, like, that was like the most, I think the major thing that happened with me with him. So that was like what, 4 months ago. And guys, I literally went to the gym today. Yeah, even to this day, this man, he will just be always doing things to make sure he's near me. He always looks at me, you know, tries to talk to me. I'm like, what are you not? I just couldn't believe there's actually some men out here that do not care about women's boundaries. It truly upset me, because I'm like, I'm literally here to lose weight, get toned, get fit, and be, you know, be the best I can be. And you're here trying to, I don't know what you want from me, but like, not that you're not getting the message, because my sister was like, Mary, he gets the message. The point is, your boundaries, he doesn't care. He only cares about himself. And that makes sense, because if I keep moving away, I keep staying away from you, I don't acknowledge you, I don't look at you, why are you trying to come near me, trying to look at me, trying to talk to me? It's giving tapped, and it's giving not correct. So he needs to get help. And then another thing, he also comes with his little friend as well. And his little friend is weird as well. Like, they both need help. And I don't know what the gym are doing, because This has been ongoing, and guys, nothing has happened. Nobody's actually taking me seriously. But long story short, I've literally just kind of like, I just try and ignore him as best as I can, but he is still there. He is still annoying me and doing bullshit stuff, but no one's going to stop me from getting my gains, to be honest. I'm sorry. No, not me. But yeah, there was another guy actually at the gym that has just been, he's been a bit of a weirdo from the start as well, but there was a day I noticed he was taking a pic. Okay, I'll never know if he took a picture of me, but to be honest, if he's like 40 or like 35 years, he's like 30, 38. I'm usually good at like guessing ages. So he's 38, he always wears this hat, has tattoos, whatever. Okay. And at that age, I don't think he would have the notification where it flashes, because I was like, that's very much childish. So I definitely think it was a flash. So he like had his phone like this and was like looking at me. Then I think he like zoomed in, because I'm when I'm tired, I always just notice these things, but I don't know why I do, because it just makes me then paranoid, thinking, oh my gosh, is he taking a picture of me and whatever. But to be honest, guys, the honest truth with the gym, there's just always going to be those people. So yeah, that's just what's happened to me, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little rant, because I've just been holding it in for far too long, and I'm just so happy that I was able to let you guys know about it. But let's go to the advice part now. My first advice, I would say, if you are being harassed or like stalked, or somebody at the gym is like invading your space or like trying to talk to you or touch you, and you are not comfortable, you need to speak firsthand. Because guys, don't be like me, please. I let it fester and I let it continue for 4 or 5 months before I open my mouth. So don't be like me, please, because then they'll hit you with, oh, sorry, we can't get rid of him, we can't do anything, there's not enough evidence, even though you have CCTV cameras capturing everything I've been saying. But okay, so definitely speak up the first time it happens. Or okay, if you don't want to, if you just think, oh, maybe it was just like it was just maybe a mistake or whatever, maybe wait. But if it continues happening, I personally wouldn't wait. If it was me going back in time now, the second he had said stuff like, oh, you should be in the entertainment industry, or that I like looking at you, those 2 times I should have been like, something is wrong with this person here. So don't wait, act straight away, because it will literally end up becoming worse than you had intended it to be. The second advice I would say is be more bold to ignore people. And when I say that, I mean, if you're doing a set and you're working out and somebody's trying to like talk to you or whatever, don't even bother pausing your music, don't bother taking your AirPods out, whatever. In fact, what you should do is put your phone on brightness if it was on low brightness, and turn up the volume even higher, so that they know, oh, like this girl's not about to play me. You're not about to play me. That's what you should do, because some men truly think that you owe them respect, you owe them your niceness, you owe them your time. And let me tell you something, you do not, because you are at the gym for yourself, not for anybody else. Some people really are thinking the gym is Love Island, or that it's Love is Blind. But let me tell you something, that is not what the gym is for. And if you are a man and a woman, actually, if you're of any of those people who think that the gym is for extracurricular activities such as Love Island and Love is Blind, you need to disappear, please, because it's just not making sense. But I would definitely do that, guys. You don't owe anybody your time. If anyone is literally trying to interrupt your workout, your set, don't even let them. Keep your music in, turn your volume up, and enjoy and have a good time, because that's why you're there. And I would say my fourth advice would be, my fourth advice, or guys, my cat, would be that if you are like me, somebody who was big for a certain period of time, who has now lost a lot of weight, and weirdos are coming to you, or like you're getting more male attention, I would definitely just say the biggest advice would be stay true to yourself. Because for me, I will not be entertaining anybody that, first of all, you're literally 75. I don't even know how or why you yourself would have thought you have a chance to be with me, because age-wise, you're not okay here. And secondly, you are literally old enough, like I said, to be my great grandfather. Like, why are you talking to me in such an inappropriate way? No. But for me, I have always been very like honest to myself, and I know what I look for in a man and what I know I deserve. So I don't waste time with people that are not fitting that criteria anyway. But if you literally are getting a lot of male attention, just know that it's gonna be something that's weird. But just don't ever feel like you need to change yourself or be like everybody else because, you know, you feel like you need to be nice to this person, you know, because of your old, like the old you or whatever. Let me tell you something. We were all beautiful. When I was bigger, I was still beautiful. I was still that girl. And even now, I am still her. Like, nothing has changed. Just because your exterior has changed, you are still the same person internally. So don't ever think you need to please some of these people that you're not interested in. Let's not waste time. Like, don't waste time for yourself or that person, but just do what makes you happy. And obviously, if some guy that's good looking at the gym does move to you and you know you are interested, personally, still take notes on when they try to move to you. If it's after your set, then you know they respect that, you know, you went to the gym to work out and that they didn't want to interrupt you during, you know, the time you're trying to focus. So always clock that, because it's the men that are trying to invade your space during your set that they are not okay here. So just know your worth. That's all I can say. And just to summarize, any girl at the gym, thick, skinny, big, small, whatever, just speak up, please. Don't keep your mouth closed and think, oh, what if I don't want to cause trouble? I promise you, I thought that, and yet trouble was still finding me and nobody's here to help me. Definitely just like, always make sure you just speak up and let somebody know, because you deserve to feel safe at the gym. You deserve to feel heard, and you deserve to have a safe and happy experience at the gym. That's literally what the gym's job is supposed to be. But some gyms aren't taking notes of that, and that is very much unacceptable on their part. But just always speak up and make sure you are being happy and having a good gym experience. So yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed my story time. I will try to upload more, so please stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.